Hello friends, hi, how are we today? I hope we are all doing well. I am doing fantastic. I am here today for the week of April 1st through April the 7th. Look at that, I am catching up. I am not 6 months behind. We're not going to talk about it. Anyway, I am so excited to bring to you this kit. I actually don't know the name of the kit, but it came with bookish washi. I bought it on the Buy Sell Trade group, and it didn't come with any washi. The kits just came separately. And I happened to have the washi for it because I bought just the bookish washi off the website. So it was really fortuitous for me. It was just a good time. So I was really excited. And then I paired it with Recollections washi. I'm obsessed with this wood grain washi, but I feel like I very rarely have a chance to bring it in. So I just felt it matched this kit. And honestly, it matches this kit so perfectly. And I just looks like all of the Simply Gilded bookshelf washi was, what's the word I'm looking for? It looks like it was like just resting on the wood grain. I don't know. I thought it ended up really well. It was largely an uneventful week, I believe. Was this the week that I got sick? I don't know. I don't think it was. I think it was just like a very quiet week, I guess. Anyway, I decided to do straight across in my planner. I know that the week before that, let me just double check because now I'm like second guessing myself because it's just one of those times, but let me just see. Okay, so yeah, so I did this week obviously as a straight across, and then the week prior to that, oh yeah, I also did it as a straight across because it was like a fairly busy week. So if you want to check out that video, I will also link it. Also use Simply Gilded in that video. Look at me using my stuff. But very, it's just something that I tend to go back to when I am not familiar with the kit format, when I'm not feeling like super comfortable, or when I'm not feeling creative. It's just something that works for me and my planning style. So I was happy to go back to that and bring it in. I fear I did not lay down these boxes the most straight, but the only thing about the Simply Gilded kits is that once they are down, they are down. You are not ripping them up, especially from the Sadie Stickers paper. So that is something to keep in mind if you have a Sadie Stickers vertical neutral planner and you are using Simply Gilded kits. The washi comes up. If you're careful about it, it comes up. So the headers are actually quite a bit thinner than regular headers, and one of the reasons that came up actually pretty easily, but normally it doesn't. I was like debating what I was going to do about headers, whether or not I was going to pull headers in from a different kit, but I thought these are pretty cute. They still cover up the dates, and I can put in my own date covers, and then I can still use them on top, and they afforded me quite a bit of extra room in this spread, so I'm pretty sure that's why I didn't have to pull in, also because it wasn't a very busy week, but because I didn't have to pull in any extenders or anything for the day. So I'm not thrilled with the spacing. I will say, looking back on this spread, the spacing is weird. I don't love it. I could have made it more decorative, but I still really like it. I enjoy looking at it. It's just, there have been so many fantastic kits this year that this just was not one of them. And that's okay. They don't all have to be fantastic. I still really enjoy it, and I'm glad that it's in my planner, and I'm glad that this is what I elected to do with this week. I do love the geometrics on top, which is fantastic. So, yeah. I thought I had more to say. I definitely don't. One of the reasons for that is because I did just finish filming my September kit lineup, and I had a lot to say in that one. I'm very excited about my September kits. I wasn't loving my options for April this month. It wasn't my favorite kits. Everything just didn't turn out the way that I really wanted it to. But it's fine. I digress. Again, everything is beautiful, and I'm glad to have them in my planner. I did end up pulling in, just that habit tracker, just to note some stuff that I normally note on my memory planning, but quite honestly, I could have just made it fully decorative. I didn't have it in me. What I did end up doing when I couldn't figure out what I wanted to do and like how I wanted to bring in a tracker, which is what I normally put for my meals on the side, I think I cut off the bow at the bottom of the 3-heart checklist. And so then I made it two checklists together, and then I'll just use the heart at the bottom as my 7th because each of them have 3 hearts. I know, what a crafty queen she is. Ooh, I don't like saying that. That was icky. Anyway, I didn't really have much more to talk about until the day by day, so thank goodness I am nearly at the day by day. Oh wait, no, am I putting the headers on the full boxes? No, I'm just adding a little bit of deco. I love that hanging plant. I thought it was really cute, so I'm glad that I added it. What was I doing here? Oh, I was dealing with the headers. I debated, again, pulling in some of the washi that I already have, some of the 5mm washi that I already have, and then I was like, I have headers in this kit, I might as well just use them. And I just followed the pattern that was on the page. I didn't do anything special. For some reason, it wasn't pulling off easily, so there were little bits and bobs stuck to it, but it's fine. You can't even tell. I am kind of looking at my camera, and I'm like, that's amazing. The habit tracker matches this kit perfectly on film. It's a little bit off in real life, but I think that doesn't really matter. It's not a huge deal. Just very interesting to look at how things turn out on film rather than IRL in real life. Okay, so now we get into the day by day, and there's no pause like there normally is. I just jumped right into it, and so let me do it. On Monday, I took a sick day. I never take sick days. This was a really, really, really tough week. So I am glad I took it. I was quite sick. And then I noted, and I don't normally note this because my husband's fully capable, but I mean, he took on absolutely everything during this day. So he was the primary parent extraordinaire. And then I had no spend day. Obviously, I was sick, so I didn't spend. So that was really nice. I like marking that. But I did have to also mark that my kiddo was up all night. Not a fun time. Then I used a paper and milk marker to note that I had a bath, because there's nothing I like more than a bath. And then I cleaned the washroom. I had like a perk up. I don't know if anybody else gets this. When I'm sick, I get a perk up at about 3 p.m. and then I go downhill real fast again. And it's consistent every single time, regardless of what kind of sick I have. So I had cleaned my washroom, and then I just noted that it was period day 4 on this day, and I used an icon from the kit. On Tuesday, I worked from home. So I used a Sweet Tea sticker code for that, and then I RSVP'd to one of my big guy's friends' birthdays. Then I used a squish from Fox and Cactus to do the laundry. Then I noted that I had a call with my dentist, read extended healthcare. I mean, that's boring stuff. I used another squish to note that I got Happy Mail from the Alley Cat shop. I filmed my April kit lineup this evening, and then my big guy had a really, really bad tantrum. And I should have known that he was getting sick. Was this the week he was getting sick? No, never mind. Anyway, I elected to use little bows from the kit to note that I did daycare drop-off. So I did daycare drop-off on Wednesday. Another work-from-home day. Then I went and I got myself some Starbucks. It's on my way home from daycare drop-off. I got the medicine ball, whatever, tea. It was a very monsoony day. The weather was insane. And I was just so tired. And then my friend Carly sent me some serious texts, so I dealt with that. Thursday, I also had daycare drop-off, and it was another day of pretty insane weather, but it was freezing rain on this day, which was interesting. Wasn't expecting that. And then I quickly dashed to Sobeys to grab some food for that evening's dinner, so I used a squish with a grocery bag for that. And I planned that evening, and I didn't film any of it. I can't remember which plan with me that was. I obviously don't have it uploaded to my channel, but it was really enjoyable to do, however small amount of filming or planning without filming. So occasionally, probably twice a year, I'll take a week off and I'll just film a week off camera. I really enjoy doing that. Then I used another one of the emojis with the YouTube icon. I did film a haul. And then later that evening, I attended a webinar for kindergarten for my kid. And I really enjoyed using a fox and pip icon for that. Friday started very much the same as the rest of the week. I had daycare drop-off. And then I went over to Sobeys for... I want to say cold meds, actually. And the reason I go to Sobeys is not because it's cheaper. It's not because I have any preference. It's because it is literally right next to my home. It is the easiest store for me to get to, especially with 2 kids, especially when I'm in a rush. I did finish Crescent City 2, so I used a Maru to note that. And then I really decorated the rest of the day. It was uneventful, not much going on. Yeah, I kind of like how this makeshift box turned out. Saturday was a bit more eventful, but we did have a chill morning. And so I used the Rose Girl from Fox and Cactus in her PJs. And then my mom came to help out and visit just because I was really still, I don't know, maybe it was burnout. I don't know what it was, but it wasn't good. And then she took the kids to the park and she also took them to McDonald's. So I had a paper and milk little fast food icon for that. In the evening, we went to Reptilia with my friend Bex, and I love the fact that I had an alligator to mark that because we did see alligators. We have sushi because that's what we do whenever she comes over. And then that evening, I started Crescent City 3. Then on the Sunday, we were up so early. Again, it's a trend. My kids had swimming. I used that with a Fox and Pip. And then we did our actual big grocery shop. So I had another icon from Paper and Milk. We went to Giant Tiger to buy shoes for me because I wanted some nice spring, summer shoes. They fell apart. So the $9 shoes looked nice, but they fell apart. And then we went to my in-laws for dinner that evening and to spend them like the afternoon with them. And I just wanted to show you like how long it takes me to write some stuff in. So that was everything for the week of April 1st through 7th. I hope you enjoyed this plan with me, and I can't wait to see you in the next one. Toodles!